Well, my dear all the students, good morning all of you. So last class we already discussed about our structural design basic concept, that is introduction. How the structural defines differ by different methods. Already I discussed, and in this class we are going to one step more, and that we are defined, that is structural steel fasteners and its connections. What do you mean by fasteners? Structural steel fasteners means, steel members are connected by different materials. That materials, what is that material? That means it may be connected by riveted joint, it may be connected by bolted joint, it also may be connected by welded joint. That means in one word we are saying fastener. Fastener means it may be riveted, may be bolted, or may be welded. Now I am coming that, well, students, you know that riveted joint we have no syllabus. Only we have in syllabus, that is bolted joint and welded joint. So first we are coming to bolted joint. Before going to bolted joints, we have defined some definitions that you have to know. Otherwise, that bolted joint, that definition will become in design, then you cannot define. So first, you see here I am writing pitch, gauge, end distance and edge distance. These four words, four definition you have to firstly understand. Otherwise in design section it will be confused. So what happened? First I have to define what is pitch. Pitch means that is center to center distance. Center to center distance measured in direction of parallel to the forces. In direction of parallel to the forces is known as pitch. This distance is parallel to the applied forces or stresses. This is known as pitch. Next comes to the point gauge. Gauge also what happened? Gauge is center to center distance between two adjacent bolt hole in transverse direction. In transverse direction. This is transverse direction to the applied force or stress. Transverse direction. This distance is known as gauge. This distance is known as gauge, and this distance is known as pitch. Next come to end distance. End distance what happen? Distance from center of the bolt hole to edge of one parent metal. This distance. This distance is known as end distance. This also known as end distance. And this distance must be parallel to the force. This distance must be parallel to the force. This is known as end distance. And last one is edge distance. Edge distance means, see, that is center of the bolt hole to one end of the width of the plate. One end of the width of the plate. That is, this distance is known as edge distance, and edge distance is measured that is transverse direction to the applied force. This is edge distance, and this is gauge, this is pitch, and this is end distance. This is end distance. Well, so in this connection, that is bolted connection, first, next step if you have to move, then you see that is different strength of the bolt we have to study. Different strength of the bolt. What is different strength of the bolt? Different strength of the bolt means that is bolt subjected in shear strength, bolt subjected in bearing strength, bolt, that is plate also subjected some strength, that is known as strength of the plate. So you have to study it as per code, given code, our IS code. So different strengths we have to study it. First, if you discuss shortly, that is strength, shear strength of the bolt. Shear strength of the bolt, if you have to calculate it, then first you have to do shear strength of the bolt means A and B, net effective area of the bolt into FUB by root 3 gamma MB. FU means this is ultimate stress in bolt, and gamma is partial safety factor. So you have to, when you want to calculate the strength of the bolt, this is your formula as per code. You just refer code, you can find this formula. Afterwards, next, bearing strength of the plate. What is bearing strength of the plate? Bearing strength of the bolt, not plate, sorry, it is bolt. Bolt means this is 2.5 K into D into T into B, FU by gamma MB. Well, D is, that is by thickness of the plate, B is width of the plate, FUB is your ultimate strength of the bolt, gamma MB your partial safety factor. So all these formulas just you refer in code book, and code book it is allowed to your exam. No, nothing worry. You just remember this one, these formulas to calculate strength of the bolt, strength of the plate, strength, that is shear strength of the bearing strength of the bolt, etc. Next, when you calculated all this strength, so what is the strength of the bolt? You know what is the strength of the bolt means? This is the minimum strength of VSB and BPB. That is strength of the bolt and strength of the plate. Strength of the bolt and bearing strength of the bolt. These two strength, minimum one is strength of a bolt. Next come to strength of the plate. Strength of the plate, only one formula, this is TDN is equal to this much, 0.9 A and B, FU by this is net effective area of bolt, already mentioned in code book, you can refer. So these three if you calculated, then minimum one is strength of the bolt, this is strength of the plate. Then only you can find the efficiency of what? Strength of the joint. Efficiency of the strength of the joint, if you want to found, then it will be, that is strength of the bolt per pitch length by strength of the plate per pitch length. This is your efficiency.